folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, well, I'm going to look at a amazingly fun little game called Simple Planes. And it does live up to its name. Even someone like myself that doesn't really like some of the super complicated mechanics of some of these building games, I found this one really good. Like, first thing I put together actually got off the ground. It did get back to the ground in a few more pieces than it got up, but that's another story. Anyway, this is available on Steam for about the $10 price point and is available on iOS for about the $6 price point. Let's have a look. It is basically a construction physics kind of simulator thing. The flying is not quite as simulated as you might consider it, a little bit arcadey, but it does rely on, well, you're trying to fly something that will actually fly. With that said, you can fly a carrot if you'd like to. You have a number of options here. You have school, which will give you tutorials on how to do pretty much everything. You have a racing mode that will pitch you against AI. You have a combat mode where you can do a bunch of different training and some missions. And then you have a challenge mode where you have to try and get certain things to do certain things, i.e. short landings, carrier landings, blah blah blah, maximum ground speed. And then you have my very favorite of favorites and best of funs: build and fly, dogfight, race against opponents, and download planes. Download planes will take you to the Steam Workshop, where you can download bazillions of, well, planes, cars, boats, butterflies, chickens, carrots, yeah, all kinds of things. I really like this, the build and fly. Let's have a look, shall we? Here we go. This is, let me paraphrase that. This horrible, funny-looking, weird thing is something I threw together in about 5 minutes. You basically get a wad of parts, structural parts, gives you all this. Oops, I didn't actually want that part. I just wanted to scroll through. There we go. And you can tell by the way the menus work that, yes, this on iOS, you would simply swipe that down. So you get a number of basic structural building blocks here. You get a bunch of different wing bits, stabilizers, horizontal and vertical, primary wings, structural bits, pylons to mount things in and under your wings, etc. You also get propulsion, fuel tanks, a whole bunch of bladed propulsions, and a whole bunch of jet propulsions, and then a few choices of VTOL. Yes, indeed, vertical takeoff and landing, by the way. Landing gears, gizmos, cockpits, weapons, lots of weapons, and subassemblies. Now, subassemblies are actually things you can put together from several pieces and then save them as a subassembly, and then if you want to slap that particular, let's say it's a cockpit and propulsion unit or something, on another plane, you can simply go to subassemblies and drag it on there, because that's how all the parts work. You do actually drag them on. I.e., if I want to build a brand new plane, let's go with new aircraft. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. They'll start you with a cockpit. Now you can switch that out for one of the others if you like. So let's bring our parts up. And then again, you look at structural and you go, well, let's see. Let's, well, we're going to go jets, so we're not going to need, a propeller. So let's just stick a nose cone right on the front. We're just going to make something really simple here. Let's get couple of jets, mount them there, and then if we go here, you can mirror anything you've done. There you go. So now we've mirrored that one right there. Let's come some fuel for them. There we go. I'm not really sure if that's even 100% necessary, to be honest with you, but let's get some structural, get, just throw a couple of square blocks. Another thing you can do, which is nice, recently added, if I right click on this, I can drag it, so I don't have to keep going to my parts thing to add more. Really cool, actually. Let's say we want some primary wings on this thing. Yeah, let's just set it there and move about here. Not really where I'd like to have that. Ooh, look at that. You can actually mount them to there. That's really cool. And we'll do the same thing there. Now, with things like this, you'll notice another tab shows up. This allows you to edit all kinds of things about these. You can edit your wing shape, right? Let's say we want something just crazy like that. And you can set a dihedral for it if you'd like, i.e. raise it a little bit up or down. You can choose whether you want the airfoil shape to be semi-symmetric, i.e. flat bottom on the bottom and circular on the top, symmetric, etc., etc. You can have it so the wings carry fuel or not. You can also change the size of your control surfaces. Let's say you want this thing to just be an absolute monkey for acrobatics. So we'll dedicate like 25% of the entire wing strictly to control surfaces. Once those are all done, then you go here, you simply go mirror. Oop, I'm sorry. Let's get rid of that. Now let's click back here, go mirror. There we are. We have the exact same wing. Alright, let's go into some other parts here quickly. And let's say we want, let's stick a couple of pylons under the wing. Sure, that'll do. Let's mirror that part. Okay, that'll just give us something to slam the old landing gear onto. And let's go with a vertical stabilizer. Come on, get up there. Alrighty. Very, very simply. As you can see, I'm not exactly putting a ton of work into this. Oopsie, come on. There we go, and we will of course mirror that one. These as well, you can change your control surfaces, your shapes, etc., etc., etc. And I guess now we can, one more little structural here. All the blocks can be rotated. Q rotates that way. E the opposite, and then you've got W or S to do these sort of things. So what we're actually looking for here is that. Okay, let's pop it right there in that purdy. Alright, let's get some landing gear on here. And we're going to go with, I don't know. Let's say, just pop that straight up, pop that. You can also determine at this point if you want that landing gear to be steerable or not, etc. Again, just simply go down and pick the appropriate. And we do have a rear, but it seems to me it's really big, so how about we just pop another one of these. Nice. Now, when you think you've got something that's absolutely silly and will never fly, but you feel like you want to try anyway, you simply click down here, and that will make your amazing airplane appear on the runway. Oh, this is a horrible thing. I'm really going to be surprised if this gets off the ground. It's a little too minimalist. And for those of you that play Kerbal, you'll go, I wonder if the shift key does it. And you know what? It does. The WASD will give you, as you can see, that and that. So let's apply some jettage. Let's get a little bit of speed up here. 70 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour, 120. We should be able to take off. And nope. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Whoa. Oh no. She's just all about control surfaces here. It's not working. Oh. Alrighty, well, nice thing is, we can try that again by clicking restart, or if you click exit, it will simply take you back to where you might want to do a little bit. So, I'm going to try about 3/4 throttle this time. And as soon as I start to get some rise, whoa. Alright, completely unflyable. One of the, yeah, you can have some spectacular crashes. One of the reasons it's unflyable, let's go back to our hangar here, is, if we go to our parts, we can actually look at whether or not this thing is at all balanced. Oh, right, this is different angles, sorry. Let's go back to a decent one. There we go. Where are we here? Ah, here we are. You can show drag, and it'll lighten up the parts that are going to cause you a lot of drag. You can also show your center of mass and all of those things, and that, of course, is where all of this falls apart. As you can see, all of ours are really, really close together, and they are actually really close to the bottom of the plane, but we have just way too much control surface for the little bit that we've got going on. So yeah, you can, as I said, do all your alterations once you figure, hey, that's cool, and you know, maybe I just wanted to say, how about if it's a little longer? Will that make it a little more stable? You know, and do that. You know, I could even do it again there. Just drag another block in. Here we go. And then go, well, gee, I wonder if that is going to change anything. And then you go back to your level. Slam on some throttle. Make sure all of our ailerons are working. Whoop. Alright, already we've noticed that we can now actually fly this thing, albeit not great. She's still pretty twitchy. Let's give her a little more throttle. Woo, yeah, it definitely could use a little work on the controls. But there you are. It's that simple to build a plane. We are still gaining altitude, 2,400. 23, no, not anymore. So, whew, it is a very twitchy little plane, let me tell you. Here we go. And control will bring our throttle back down. Of course, as you can see, we're doing 300 mile an hour. Well, not anymore, but yeah, she's not a great glider either. There we go. We're gone. So there you are. That's basically the little build thing. And again, don't judge anything by what I put together here, because obviously this is just crazy. There are quite a few, like I said. You know, this is one of my favorite, the P-38. And look at that. That's absolutely brilliant. You know, and yeah, same thing. You simply click there, and she'll throw her on the runway for you. Take her up to about half throttle here. And into the air we go. Of course, you do have rudder controls as well, right? anchor up. And yeah, the weapons work as well. So, you know, if we wanted to let's say, you know, turn around and bomb our runway or something, you can actually do that. So if we hit G, there's your retractable landing gear. So all in all, I mean, these things are just bloody amazing. And this, although I really like this plane, like I said, if you want to, you can fly a Carrot. It doesn't matter. If you can make something that's going to have enough balance to it and enough power to get it off the ground and some kind of control surfaces, you can make just about anything fly in this game. So, yeah, let's drop some bombs. There you go. And those will continue all the way down until they finally explode. Although in this course, they're just going to hit the water, so they probably won't actually explode. And different camera views. Isn't that gorgeous? Including inside cockpit views for all of your planes. Chase views, orbital views. So, yeah, pretty amazing. And as I said, there are thousands of pre-builts that you can load, as well as design anything you want. So great game, runs stable as heck, things work exactly as they should. Again, available on Steam for your PC, also available as an Android app. So awesome. That's been our look at Simple Planes, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a neat little game. First time I sat down with it, I thought, well, I'll just quickly throw something together and fly it. 3.5 hours later, I shut the game off and went, geez, that's a darn neat little piece of gear. So there you go. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the series. Feel free to favorite, share, and if you haven't already, I welcome you to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, guys, take care of each other, folks. This has been Species 7 having a look at Simple Planes. Ciao for now.